I think it's fair to say that most of us were quite worried when we heard that Matt Damon wasn't interested in making another Bourne film without Paul Greengrass, the director of Supremacy and Ultimatum. The Bourne Legacy is directed by Tony Gilroy, who directed Michael Clayton and wrote the original Bourne films, so he had good credentials. Jeremy Renner, who I've always felt a bit sorry for, great actor in A Hurt Locker, but in The Avengers his character wasn't that interesting, he didn't have that much to play with, and he has a huge challenge in taking over from Matt Damon, who was excellent as Bourne, who managed to put the fear of God into the Bourne films, the Bond films rather, who have pretty much tried to ape Bourne ever since. Now, Jeremy Renner, thankfully, is not playing Jason Bourne. He is playing a character that's very different, very wry sense of humour, much more curious than Bourne, and he doesn't have the same problem that Bourne has, is that he's got his complete memory. He knows exactly what's going on, and as a result you have a different entry into the Bourne universe. The action is not quite up there with Paul Greengrass, but there's a lot of people who didn't like the original Bourne films because of the shaky cam. The action is more comprehensive in this film, comprehensible rather, and you still get the nice ticks where you admire the choreography. So it looks realistic, it looks gritty, but there's nice little ticks to it that you think, wow, someone can actually do that. So I got a really good buzz from this film. Is it as good as the original three? No, it probably isn't. I think it tries too hard to link itself to the original Bourne films, and some of the plot points are weak. They didn't need to try as hard to connect it to the other Bourne films, and when it does you think, really? No, we could have done without that. But in terms of what it does with its own story, it's quite interesting. I like how Jeremy Renner comes in from the wilderness and he's trying to piece together what's going on. His program has been exposed and therefore he's pretty much fighting for his life throughout the entire film. And Rachel Weisz's character has a great tense sequence where she's pretty much being, well, hunted down for extermination because she's connected to the program too. Might sound a bit strange, but this film did give me vibes of Terminator because you have a character protecting a girl, both of them fighting for their lives. So, you know what? It's not that bad. It could have been a train wreck. It's a shame there's no Matt Damon, and I think if they make another one of these films, it'll need him if it wants to keep going. I think it's going to do quite well. Decent attempt in what could have been horrible.